After all those things, Pyle and Folder finally back to Saigon. When Folder back to his apartment, he was really pleasant because like Feng was still around him, and he was like asked about what Feng did during those days, and asked her whether she got a letter from England, and there was a letter from England, but Feng didn't read it yet. So Fodor like took the letter and read it, and he realized it was a letter from his wife Helen. In the letter, Fodor felt the pain of Helen, and Helen showed her attitude like she won't like divorce with him. But when Fong like asked about the letter, Fodor like lied to her, and he said like his wife didn't make her mind yet. Then Fowler write letters to Pyle and lied to Pyle too, or even worse, because Fowler told Pyle that the divorce will happen immediately. And one day, Fowler's assistant Dominguez was sick, so Fowler went to visit him, and Fowler was asked to meet a friend of Dominguez who has a really interesting story. And then their topics were about like how well Folders knows about Pyle. And after visit Dominguez, Folder went to meet this friend, Mr. Joe, who lived in a junk metal warehouse with his whole family. Mr. Joe's manager, Mr. Hen, took Folder down to the warehouse. Um, Mr. Hen took him down to the warehouse and showed Folder some molds picked up from the grave of a relation of General Tai, who also had connection with Pyle. The molds are trademarked on Diolacton, one of the American plastic, and were made in USA. According to Mr. Hem, Pyle was involved in the process of using diolactin to do something bad, and Pyle stopped by after a visit, and Folder went back to his apartment, and Pyle stopped by Folder's apartment, and Pyle was really upset about the letter from Folder because Pyle knew it was a lie, because Feng's sister Mrs. He now was working for the Economics and knew that Folder has been called home to England, and she also read the letter from Folder's wife Helen, and the answer from Helen was no. So Mrs. He exposed the lie to Feng and to Pyle, and Fowler was dismissed Pyle's complaint and getting angry about Pyle. Fowler told Pyle to go away and play with his plastic in the name of democracy, but he didn't realize that Pyle would do just like what he said.